Once on a time, the fox was talking to the wolf about the strength of man, how no animal could ever withstand him, and how all are obliged to employ cunning in order to preserve themselves from him. Then the wolf answered, "If I had but the chance of seeing man for once, I would set upon him all the same." "I can help you do that," said the fox. "Come to me early in the morning, and I shall show you a man." The wolf presented himself early, and the fox took him out to the road by which the hunters came daily. First came an old discharged soldier. "Is that a man?" inquired the wolf. "No," answered the fox, "that was once a man." Afterwards came a little boy who was going to school. "Is that a man?" "No, that is going to be a man." At length came a hunter, with a double-barreled gun at his back and a knife by his side. Said the fox to the wolf, "Look, there comes a man. You must attack him, but first I will take myself off to my hole." The wolf then rushed on the man. When the hunter saw him, he said, "It is a pity that I have not loaded with a bullet." He aimed and fired. The wolf made a very wry face, but did not allow himself to be frightened, and attacked him again, on which the hunter gave him the second barrel. The wolf swallowed his pain, and rushed on the hunter once again, but he drew out his bright knife, and he gave him a few cuts with it right and left, so that bleeding everywhere, he ran howling back to the fox's hole. "Well, brother wolf," said the fox, "how have you got on with the man?" "Ah," replied the wolf, "I never imagined the strength of man to be what it is. First he took a stick from his shoulder and blew into it, and then something flew into my face which tickled me terribly. Then he breathed once more into the stick, and it flew into my nose like lightning and hail. When I was quite close, he drew a white rib from his side and beat me with it, till I was all but left lying dead." "You see what a braggart you are," said the fox. "You have overreached yourself. You have thrown your hatchet so far that you cannot fetch it back." The tale of the man and the wolf is a fairly short story, but there is more than meets the eye. It's not just a simple tale of a wolf attacking a man. In this story we have one party learning a lesson, while being observed by another. I mean, how many times have you told a friend or a family member not to do something, only to watch them do it anyway, completely disregarding your warning? We have the fox, who is clearly quite clever, and essentially understands its position in the food chain. Man is very clearly the ultimate predator, and the fox does not wish to challenge this fact. The wolf, however, is far more prideful, and refuses to listen to the fox, boasting that if he ever came across a man, he would set upon him. The fox, predicting the outcome, teaches the wolf a lesson by taking him to a man, and watching as the wolf fails miserably in his attempts to overpower the man. There are a few meanings and lessons that I took away from this story. The first being to know your surroundings and limitations, which will in turn stop you overreaching in the same way as the wolf did. The second theme being that you never really know how you would react in any given situation until you are placed in that very situation. You may know yourself pretty well, but if you don't know the situation, it's almost impossible to say. The wolf, for example, is undoubtedly aware that it's a very strong animal, but it boasts about being in a situation that it's never been in before, completely disregarding the advice and experience of the fox, and this becomes evident in the fact that the fox has to point out to the wolf what a man even looks like. The wolf, being aware of his own strength, was clearly not enough in this situation, as he was not prepared for the man's gun or knife, and it almost lost its life as a result. The message here seems to be quite simple. Do not brag about how you would react in scenarios that you've never been in before, and listen to those who have been in them. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I thought it was quite an interesting tale of man versus nature, with quite a useful set of morals and lessons to learn. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below. As always, I've been your host, Mythology and Fiction Explained.